Yeah, and then staying, on schedule. Obviously, through the process, clients wind up adding quite a bit of, whether it's detail to the home, and some of that stuff winds up taking additional time. So another key role that you guys play is kind of client communication throughout the build. Obviously, we touched a little bit about how, how that client communication starts off. Now, kind of take us through like the client communication throughout the build and what your typical role in chatting with clients are and their expectations and
Yeah,
and how that
so
usually goes.
so we through Builder Trend, we do our daily logs weekly, but we also have certain points in the build that we're going to give a schedule update. And so during those, we go through the schedule, make sure everything's tightened up, and we'll give the estimates there. And then if sometimes, customers can add things, and, that might add some time to the build, and we just update the schedule and we notify the homeowners.
Yeah, the communication in that regard.
Some of the homeowners like to be a little hands off to the point where maybe they live out of state, or even if they're local, they don't show up that often, and they kind of just build the house and we can't wait to move in. And then you have the opposite end of it where they love hearing the updates, and they love hearing, hey, tomorrow these guys are showing up, and then send them a quick picture of the progress, things like that, whether it be through that group text that we have with Jack and I and one of the selections girls that's assigned to that specific house, and then the homeowners together. So a lot of group text in the Builder Trend software. There are other times too when we're just at the job site checking on our trades, checking on things, whether Jack and I are both there together or separately, and then the homeowners just show up, and then they just want to chit chat how are things going. And so we do spend a lot of time communicating with the clients, but as a like documentation aspect of it, Builder Trend is our main source for that. Doing the headline is called daily logs, but
it's really a weekly log. We wish
a
they
weekly
changed
log.
to a weekly
But they're
log.
pretty detailed.
it's-
You can do a detailed, like, for example, like our daily logs we talk about what's happened that week and what's going to happen on, next week. And sometimes even more like, hey, we got windows scheduled out middle of August, just to give them a heads up on that. But they're pretty detailed logs on what's
they
going
kinda
on
give
that
the
week.
client a real snapshot of
yeah.
what's going on at their home.
Yeah, and so it gives them that, and then added on some pictures attached to it too.
Mm-hmm.